You mind if we do talk about building and growing Facebook groups?
There's a ton of stuff you can do. The first thing that you have to do is you have to deliver value in other groups. And I mean real value. You have to create content that moves the needle. Most people, their idea of value is going into a group and saying, what is your biggest struggle with creating a Facebook group? What is your biggest struggle with creating a Facebook ad? What is your biggest struggle with getting your first coaching client? That's not really delivering value. Delivering value is giving hard-hitting advice that helps people move the needle. And you do that by creating posts. And you do that by also freely answering questions people ask. And not being scared to go against the grain, because the problem with a lot of Facebook groups is most of the advice is bad. And so when you get, 12 people giving really, really bad advice, you've got to be the one that goes in and gives them the real advice and basically saying, unfortunately, a lot of the information you're getting here is just incorrect. This is not the proper way to do it is X, and you deliver that. And what you do is I would identify 3 groups that you're going to deliver a lot of value into. I would go into those groups. I would deliver value into those groups. I would send friend requests. I would send 25 friend requests a day to people who are really engaging with you in those groups. Not just one person who randomly liked you. People who are engaging. So they're liking all of your comments. They're liking all of your posts. They're commenting and they're engaging with you in those posts. I would send 25 friend requests a day to them. And then what you're going to do when they come to your personal page, because a lot of people are going to also send you friend requests. When they're sending you friend requests, you need to approve every single person who sends you a friend request and then sort it out later. Once you got 4,000 or 4,500, then you can be concerned. But right now you don't want to be particular, because the goal is to get people from this group to your personal page and then into your group. And it's a Z pattern. And the only way to do that is value to your group. And then in your group, you invite them into your page, and on your page, you invite them to your group. And so the next thing that you do is you go live on your personal page every day. And you say this, 2-minute live. You say, I'm going live on my group in 30 minutes, and I'm going to teach you the 5 ways to grow a business. And then what happens is people see that video and they join the group. You say, if you want to watch this video, join the group, and then people join the group to watch your video. Well, if you do that every day, and every day you're moving 5 or 10 or 20 people over, you're going to start putting a lot of people in your group. Now, the next thing that you're going to do is you go into your group and there's an invite button, and you can invite 50 people per day to your group that are on your personal Facebook page. And I would go to that group and I would hit that invite button and I would invite 50 people every single day. Now, this is the thing. You could hit that button 300 times. You could invite 300 people, but if you do that, they'll put you in Facebook jail. So I would invite 50 people. Write down what time you did that, and then make sure tomorrow you wait at least 24 hours to invite 50 more people. Because if you invite 50 people at 4 p.m. and then the next day at 3 p.m. you invite 50, that's less than 24 hours. They're going to put you in Facebook jail. So you invite 50 at 4 o'clock. The next day at 4:05 you invite 50 more. Do that every day for 30 days. You'll get the group to 750 or 1,000. And then you just got to make sure you're also delivering value in your group and on your page. Delivering value. So what you want to think about when they migrate to your personal page, you want them to see the same value that they were seeing other places when you were posting. And so you want to share a lot of that content. I don't think I have it. I've got my Facebook book. I've got my book of Facebook posts. I've written over 2,000. I put the best 200 into a book. And you really want to write a lot of content. When Michael Jackson met Paul McCartney, he said, do you want to get together and write some hits? He didn't say, do you want to get together and write some songs? See, he knows how to write a hit. And what you have to do is learn how to write content that gets a lot of engagement. And you do that by writing a lot of engagement, and you test. And what you do is you keep writing and writing. And what's great is all the information is in front of you. You can go into those groups and just scroll the groups freely. Look for posts that have 100 and 200 and 300 likes. and answer this question. What was the emotion in this post that caused all these people to react? Because that's what they're writing into. They're writing into an emotion.
Yeah.
What caused all of these people to engage? And then what's great is you can say, I'm going to take that emotion and I'm going to write my own post based on that emotion, and I'm going to tell my story or a client story or a friend's story. And, you know, and I started out telling stories about Jay Abraham, Dan Kennedy, Frank Kern, and all of those people, because that's like, that was the content I had. And so I feel like that I'm good at writing content now. I think within reason, I can put a post out there tomorrow that gets 100 or 150 likes anytime I want to write that. And that's what you got to be able to do. You got to write, you know, I had one in the online coaches and consultants group. Now, I love the group. It's over 15,000 people. It's bigger than my group, but there are a lot of offers in that group. So it's kind of, it's a bit of a spam group, but there's still a lot of value in there. But because there are a lot of offers in there, posts do not run in that group. You don't get posts that get 40 and 50 and 60 likes. And 2 days ago, I put a post in there that got 150. I put a post in there like a day and a half ago that got over 100. And every time that happens, you're going to get friend requests, and you're going to get DMs. So this is the key. You know you're doing it right when people are responding, reaching out to you in DM and asking for help. So if you've seen my post, how I made $5,000 in 4 days, that post is responsible for thousands and thousands and thousands of likes. It's responsible for thousands of comments. It's responsible for putting 500 to 750 on my personal page, easily 500 to 750 in my group. It's responsible for over 250 DMs. So I put that out there, and every time I post that, I'll get 10, 20, 30 DMs from it. People reaching out and asking for help. Now, some people are trying to sell me Bitcoin. Some people are trying to sell me on that I need a personal assistant. So some people are trying to sell to me, but a lot of those people are also reaching out because they're asking for help.
Yeah,
you know, one time I posted that in ClickFunnels, and I went to sleep, and I woke up. I had 70 DMs, 70 DMs overnight. People reaching out to me. And so the other thing that you're going to find is once you get really good at this, you got to be selective in when you put that stuff out there, because remember, we write content that works. And when we write something that works, we use it over and over and over again. See, most people think you're going to use it once. Well, if you got the ClickFunnels group, let's say it's at 250,000 people, and I put that post in there today, 90 days from now, that group's going to have 275,000 people. If I put that post in again, 25,000 new people have a potential of seeing that. But the other thing is Facebook is only sending your content out to about 10, some people say 7% of that group, but at the very maximum, 10 to 14%. So every time you post in a group, a new group of people is seeing it. That's the reason the first time I posted it got 560 likes. The second time, 360. The third time, 427. The fifth time I posted it, it got like 700 likes. Now, why would it get more likes that time than the other time? Algorithm, no way to know, just a different group of people seeing it. But I can tell you though, every single time I post it, it takes off like a rocket. So it's scientific. So if you create something that works, within reason, it will work in all of the groups, not just that one.
And you got me motivated over here. I'm like, let's go bust out some stuff.
Practice writing. Writing. Don't try to write a diatribe. Don't try to write 75 paragraphs and burn all this energy on it for like 3 or 4 days. Sit down and write a post in 15 minutes and put it out there and see what it gets.
Nice. You know? That's a good piece of advice.
Yeah. Stay away from bait questions. Stay away from what are your thoughts on this? Comment below if you like this. Don't do any of that. And absolutely positively, never mention your products, your offers, your private Facebook group. Never mention that in any kind of post in someone else's group. Just the focus is I always look at it like we're in someone else's house. We're a guest there. Yeah. So the goal is to be courteous and deliver a lot of value, and don't try to poach clients or direct offer to people in that group. The great thing is if you do it right, because so few people are doing it, it's not hard to It's not hard to stand out in the group at all.